everyone. You're tuned into the After Hours show presented by Oni Honesty. I'm your host, Ashley B, and tonight we have something special lined up for you. She's Brooklyn born but has Trinidadian roots. Her Caribbean-inspired hip-hop fusion flow makes her sound captivating and unique. Everyone, I'm excited to introduce young Devyn.
Wee Thank you
Welcome.
for having me.
Of course. So let's get started. You've been MIA for a little bit, so talk to me about your break from music, what that was about.
I just felt like, I was doing music for like a very long time, since like 7 to now. I'm 23. At the time I was like 21, 22. And I just, needed time to kind of just take a break and like figure out like who Devyn is outside of music. Cause like I basically gave my entire life to my career. So, I just needed like a time to like self-search, spiritually heal, and just, come back with like a purpose. And I think that's exactly what those, 8 months did. I didn't expect it to be that long, or I didn't expect to even, be on a break, but, God has a mysterious way of working, and it worked out for the best.
So who is Devyn now?
Devyn now, I would just say she's just like a young, courageous girl, really telling her story, living in her truth, and just, have a testimony that I feel like a lot of people around the world will be able to relate to. So I think like that's just the most important part, just spreading the word that, God has like placed on the inside of me,
I love that. So you have a new team now.
Yeah.
And you're independent?
Yeah.
Okay, shout out Badgal M.
Yeah. Badgal ENT, yes sir.
So how's that been?
Amazing.
Yeah.
It feels so good to kind of like, just be the boss. It's a lot of responsibility, and there's definitely like a lot of growing pains. I'm still young and learning, so like I make mistakes. But like we're all just kind of, we put our best foot forward. We all just like put our faith in everything that we do, and like we just have a really good energy about everything. So I think that's kind of what's been opening a lot of doors for us, and like having people gravitate towards the team. Because like people like young Devyn, but like they now see that I have like a brand and a business going, and it's something that everybody's excited about right now. So I'm super excited. It's never really been done from like a female rapper yet, like in this type of vibe. So I'm very happy.
That's awesome. And who's on the team? Like, who's a part of the BGE family?
We got the Badgals specifically.
Yes.
Of course. Those are the main sources. And then we have, like my PR, my security, my glam team, my management. Like, we have a real fully functioning business. We have BGE Film. So I have like my photographers, my editors, and we really just like a team. Yeah.
And they mob and Zeep, y'all. Some of them are here, so shout out to them.
Hey, shout out to BGE.
Shout out to BGE. Okay, so let's talk about your album, Bad Gal album.
Yes.
Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
And so talk to me about the inspiration behind it.
The inspiration behind Bad Gal music was really just me wanting to show the world kind of like all of the things that I've been wanting to show them for like a couple of years, but I still was trying to, get my name out there. So I was feeding the fan base that I had at the time, but I always knew that I had like different levels and sounds to me that the world like had yet to see. So I was just developing it, making songs, keeping some in the stash, making new songs, and really just once again, like just being in my truth, really genuinely making the music that I wanted to make. And it really came together for like a great album. Like everybody loves it, and they just like not only the versatility, because people know that I'm versatile, but just the growth and the evolution. That's kind of what people love about it the most. And so I'm super proud of Bad Gal music.
The evolution of young Devyn, y'all.
Yes.
Okay, so for those who haven't listened yet, can you share who some of the features on the album are?
We got Jada Kingdom.
Period.
We got Egyptian. We got the deluxe coming. I got like Melly on it.
Ooh.
We got Foxy Brown.
Ooh.
We got a lot of heavy hitters. I'm not gonna lie. BGE's doing our biggest.
Okay. And Foxy Brown is from Brooklyn.
Yeah, Brooklyn, Trinidad.
Okay.
Same way.
Do you get some inspiration from her?
Yeah, that's my girl. Like we talk every day. We talk literally every day. Like that's really like she really took me under the wing, and not just like co-signed me, but like she really sees like herself in me. So like we really just speak. It could be about family stuff, advice, like whatever it is. We have laughs. Like I think Foxy Brown is one of like the funniest people in the world. People would never know this stuff, but like we really genuinely like we falling out. I love her to death. I still like, every time we speak, it still trips me out because this is Foxy Brown, but like
Foxy Brown.
I be trying to act normal. But nah, I be like, yo, I'm dead texting Foxy Brown. Her, I get like a lot of love from the Brat too. Like we speak a lot. She reaches out, so yeah.
That's awesome. So you have the moguls and the people who are, well known in the industry pouring into you as a young artist. Yeah. That's amazing. You don't always see that. So let's talk about, some of the features that you just mentioned. So you collaborated with Egyptian on the song Mood.
Yes.
And then Jada Kingdom on Sneaky Link.
Yes.
How did those features come about?
Well, Egyptian was really, really, really organic. Well, all of my features were pretty much organic. Egyptian, he actually knew my DJ at the time's dad. So they were out like at a party, like the backyard, chilling somewhere, and he happened to be in New York, and I was in the studio recording. So like his dad FaceTimes us. He's like, "Yo, I'm Egyptian." I'm like, "Yo, tell him to come to the studio." They pull up to the studio, and he's listening to me sing. He's like, "Yo, you have a really nice voice."
Yeah.
He didn't really know who I was, but he just hopped on the song, and then he was like, "Yo, jump on my album." So I did a song for him. So that was, the rest was history with that. Jada, me and Jada, we have like a really close relationship. Like that's like my girl. So Sneaky Link, it was crazy because we already had like a friendship. We was partying, talking. And then I had sent her the song just for her to listen to it, and she loved it. And then she ended up doing a verse for Sneaky Link, and then I saved it in the tuck, and then like we had like a little tug of war with the song because she's like, "Can I use it for my album?" I'm like, "Okay." And then I'm like, "Can I use it for my album?" She's like, "Okay," but you know, in the end, Whammy wins.
Period. Shout out Whammy.
I love Jada.
Okay. So you mentioned that Egyptian didn't really know about your music beforehand, but the talent speaks for itself. Period. Okay, so DJ Drewski attended your release party.
Yes.
And what does it mean to have support from a DJ like that? Well-known DJ.
Yeah, it's a very blessed feeling. Drewski was actually, when I had got signed, he actually did my second single.
Oh.
Yeah, we did Act Bad together. I had Straight 2 was going crazy, and then he hit me up. He was like, "Yo, come to the studio." And then he played me some beats, and then we did Act Bad. And he, like, we put it out, and it went super crazy. So shout out to Drewski.
You know, you mentioned some of the notable artists that support you, like Debrat and Foxy Brown and everyone else. So obviously they show you love. And you received co-signs from Cardi B, as we mentioned, Foxy Brown, and even Meek Mill. Yeah. So talk to me what it felt like seeing those mentions for the first time.
Well, like, that was crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Like, these are like people that I regularly listen to. So it's like, those be surreal for me. Like, really, like in real time, I really be like falling out. Just as much as people think I am, like I am. Like, I'm running around, I'm screaming, I'm calling everybody in my call list. But it got to the point where I really stopped doing that because, like, it's now getting to the point where it's repeated. Like, every day, I'd be like, all right, let me prepare. Because, like, Cardi, like, hit me, that threw me for a loop. And then, like, she would, like, genuinely, constantly, like, support. Like, she would, like, be supporting on Instagram, go on Twitter. She's doing the same thing. And then, like, Meek. I ran into Meek at a bowling alley. And it's like, he acted like he knew who I was. Like, we started bowling together. He followed me on Instagram. Like, but this was after, like, when I came home. Like, he had just found my Instagram, followed me. And then ever since then, like, we locked in. So it's like, it'd be really surreal, like, knowing, like, because Meek is one of my favorite rappers, like, ever. Like, I'm super inspired by Meek. So, like, to know that these people actually genuinely, like, listen to me and support me, it lets me know, like, okay, you're doing something good. Like, you know, you're not bugging.
You're on the right path.
Yeah.
I love that. Okay, so Benny the Butcher's 40th birthday celebration.
Yo.
What was that like?
Another one.
Yeah.
It's like bomb drops. Like, I love Benny the Butcher.
Yeah.
So it's like, to be once again in like the conversation where like people like Benny the Butcher telling me on my FaceTime, like, "Yo, you one of the I think you're the hardest female rapper. Like, I don't think nobody's seen you."
Oh.
You know, like, these are the things that like he tells me, and these are the things that I hear behind the scenes from like these people. So it's an amazing film. Like, Benny, I just got cool with Fab. Like, you know, like, we're cool. We told each other Happy New Year's and stuff. It's my homeboy. But yeah, like, it's really dope. It's really like a surreal feeling. Like, I don't even be able to know how to like describe it because I still listen to these people like I'm a fan. Like, they don't know me. So like, I don't be knowing how to like say it, but it's just a blessed feeling. Like, that's all I could really say.
Shout out God.
Yeah, shout out God.
Okay. So let's talk about MTV's Women in Rap.
Yeah.
You were on that alongside Cleo Trappa and Lady London.
Yep.
Walk me through that experience.
God, again.
Shout out God.
Shout out to God. Because it was actually another female rapper. I had seen the flyer like the day before. And another female rapper at the time, like, she was supposed to be on it. Shout out to her as well, Tia. And they had posted the flyer, but I didn't know like it was like already a set thing. So I had to hit up the person. I was like, "Hey, like, how could I be a part of this?" Yeah. So they're like, "Hey, we already have it set, but like, I'll definitely put you in the loop for like next year, and like if we have anything coming up." I'm like, "Okay, no problem," because I'm in CEO mode. I'm reaching out to people. Then, like 4 hours later, the lady calls me. She's like, "Hey, are you available tomorrow? Because the spot is open." I'm like, "Wait, what?" She's like, "Yeah, one of the girls was sick." So I'm like, "All right, God, I see how things."
But you also see how closed mouths don't get fed.
Exactly. Because had I not even reached out, I would have never even been in conversation. So it's like that happened, and the next day I was on MTV. But literally, I was getting that call as I was walking out of BET.
Wow.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Okay. So you're clearly on the way.
On the way.
You are clearly on the way. So let's look ahead to what this year has to offer. We just entered 2025.
Yes.
So let's talk about your goals. Can fans expect a concert or a tour this year?
Yes.
Yeah?
Definitely doing Young Devyn and Friends this year.
Okay.
For sure. I have a lot of friends. From all creeds and races, all levels. I have a lot of friends.
Okay.
So we're definitely doing Young Devyn and Friends this year. Also, I got the UBS Arena in May with Adonia. I got Irving Plaza February 1st with No Cap. So we're elevating everything this year, like doing a lot of big shows.
That's amazing.
I'm going to Germany in April.
Have you ever been?
Never.
Oh my God.
Never been to Germany, never been to London. Never been to any of these places. I'm excited.
Oh my God. And you're very deserving.
Thank you.
Okay, period. Shout out to you. Okay, so where do you see yourself in 5 years? It could be yourself in general or your musical journey. 5 years from now, what do you see?
I definitely know like God has me being like a leader and like having heavy influence. Wherever he really wants to take me. I used to say like I have like an answer, but like lately, like in the closer I got with him, it's like whatever God wants to do in my life, just flow, let him do it. And I know it's going to be good once he's in it. So that's kind of really it. Like whatever, it could be music. Because being able to take a step back from something and then being called back into it naturally is kind of like, okay, you know what like you're destined to do. But at the same time, it humbles you and it like lets you know like nothing is ever set in stone. Like God can take you in any direction. So you got to just always humble yourself and just listen when, you know, he's giving you those signs. So I know I'm going to be just super successful, happy, lit, young and turned. Platinum plaques, chilling.
You claiming it for yourself, as you should.
Yep.
As you should. I have a personal question.
Okay.
So, you know how artists like Lil Bow Wow and Young Jeezy, once they've gotten mature in their careers.
We dropping Young Devyn.
Okay.
2025, actually.
Really? So it's just Devyn.
Exclusive.
Yeah. On the After Hours show.
Yeah, we're going to drop the Young.
Young is gone. Why?
I ain't young anymore. I'm still young, but I definitely feel like, you know, the Young Devyn era was super dope. It was amazing. Like, it's been so much evolutions and, like, we've evolved into, like, a nice young lady. So I think it's time to step into that era now and just kind of show the world, like, a new side of me. I think that's kind of what's lasted me in the game from 7 years old to 23. Like, a lot of people be hot for, like, 2 years, die out. Or, like, they'll be on top of the world for a year and you never hear about them again. You know, so, like, to be able to maintain my relevancy, like, for over a decade, that's been, like, a lot of, like, evolution and growth and rebranding. But I definitely think it's time, you know, to show the world Devyn is not so young anymore.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's grown.
So when the time is right, we're going to drop it. But this year for sure is happening.
That's awesome.
I can't wait for you guys to see the announcement.
And you know what? Devyn is such a unique name, especially like the way that you spell it.
You know, my name means poet.
Oh.
I didn't know that. I used to not like my name. And then one day I Googled it and my name means poet. I said, oh, okay.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
I love that. Okay, so my last question for you. Can you share some advice for upcoming artists that might see themselves in you?
I definitely would say keep a lot of faith. Always keep faith. Like, it doesn't matter what is going on around you statistically, physically, keep faith. Because, like, God will definitely show you that the impossible is possible. You know what I'm saying? Like, me being independent and still being able to make it on MTV and walk into BT buildings and get, like, still the same looks is, like, it's never about resources when God is your source. Ooh. So I definitely would just say keep faith, stay consistent, be humble, and just pay attention to, like, your circle. Your circle is very important. Everybody needs, like, a strong team. Like, nobody can do it by themselves. Like, it's okay to say I need help. So definitely just build a strong team. And, you know, if you can't build a strong team, God will give it to you. Just pray on it. And at the timing, he'll have people just empty your life divinely. So I'll definitely say that.
That was an amazing way to end this. Thank you so much, Devyn.
Thank you for having me.